Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to continue discussing irregular verbs. Now as a reminder, irregular verbs are simply verbs which, when changed from the present to the past tense, do not follow the same pattern that most other verbs would. Instead, you would not add ed, but rather change the spelling of the word in its entirety. So in the earlier video where we discussed the verbs do and go, to make them past tense, they both have different forms of the word. So for example, the past tense of do is did, and the past tense of go is went. Now again, today we're going to go ahead and just focus on two new irregular verbs, which are going to be say and see. So the past tense for the word say is said, and the past tense for the word see is saw. So as practice, what I would like to do is present you with a sentence. I want you to identify the verb and then put it in the past tense. So in essence, you're taking the sentence and you're changing the tense of it entirely. All right, so from present to past essentially is what you're going to do. All right, so the first sentence I'm going to give you is I see a boy litter. So this is our present tense, and I'd like for you to modify it for past tense. I'll give you a moment. So in the sentence, the verb is see, and in order to make it past tense, I wouldn't say we see'd, or rather I see'd a boy litter. Instead, I would say I saw a boy litter. Let's go ahead and try a second sentence. So the second sentence is, I say, don't pollute. Again, similar to what we did the first exercise, identify the verb and make it past tense. So again, I say, don't pollute. All right, so in this sentence, the verb in this case, well, the operative verb is say. And in order to make it past tense, I wouldn't add ed because it's an irregular verb. I would instead change the spelling of it to said. Completing the sentence, it would be, I said, don't pollute. We're going to go ahead and try a third sentence. So in the sentence, it is, we see him pick up his garbage. Now again, what I'd like for you to do is identify the operative verb in the sentence and then change it to its past tense version. I'll give you a moment. Hopefully you identified the operative verb here as see. Now in order to change it to past tense, because it is irregular, it would need to be spelled saw. So changing the whole sentence, it would be, I saw him pick up his garbage. So again, today's focus was just on two new irregular verbs, which is see and saw. Keep in mind, for its past tense version, because it is irregular, you cannot follow the same rules you would traditionally follow in making other verbs past tense, where you would end it with ed. Instead, you would need to change or modify the entire spelling of the word. All right, I look forward to seeing more correct uses or tenses. All right, thank you again for this brief video on irregular verbs.